Hi friends, in this video we will see the use of a join isAlive and stop method with practical. So first of all, we will see the use of a join isAlive and stop method of a thread. Right? We want to see the use of these three methods. So first we will see the join method. What is the exact use of a join method? We can say join method is used for hold another thread execution whenever a running thread is not completed. We can say the join method is used for hold the another thread execution whenever a running thread is not completed. It is a major use of a join method. What is the use of a boolean is a live method? Boolean is a live. This method return true value if thread is in running, otherwise return of false. We can say is a live method is used for to return the true value if thread is in running, otherwise return a false value. Means when we have a true value from a isAlive, then we can say thread is in execution phase in RAM. Are you clear? Yes. And the stop method is used for halt the thread execution. Stop method is used for to halt the thread execution. Okay. Now we will see the one practical example, so we get clear right how method works. Okay. So now we have an example here. I have a two threads class F extends thread. I have another thread class S extends thread. Public class fs process. Yeah. So here we have a two threads. I can say F is a thread. Again I can say S is also thread. Right. So consider we have a two threads F and S. Right. So I need to write here public void run method. Public void run method is there. These are the public void run and public void run. So I want to write the logic in first thread. So I can write for I equals to of a 1, I is a less than equal to of a 5, I plus plus is there. Try. Catch exception of E system dot out dot println error is plus of E. So here I can write system dot out dot println from first thread plus of I slip 10,000 seconds. Sorry, 10,000 milliseconds. Means I can say the 10 seconds waiting period in a F thread. So again, same thing I want to write in a second thread. For I equal to 1, then I can write 1000 milliseconds from, I can write here in from in second thread. From a second thread plus of a I is there. Okay. So consider here we have a F, we have here S is there. We have a two threads. First thread and second thread is there. Okay. So consider here if I create object of a F of F1, new of F, F1 dot start. S of S1 equal to new of S. Then I can say S1 dot start. Now we started the two threads. F and S is there. If I write here file, save as fs app.java, C drive, program files. I want to save this program in Java, JDK bin, save, cd, paste, Java C, fs app.java. Sorry. Here I give the file name fs app. Java fs app is there, so we can execute it. We can see when we execute the first thread, then second thread also executing in waiting period of the first thread. Okay, means here consider here two threads are working in concurrently. Think here, I want to explain you. Consider our process. What is the process? We can say fs app.java, right? We consider this is a process because this program executed in RAM. In this process we have a two thread. The first thread is the F, then second thread is the S. The first thread is the F and the second thread is the S is there. We have a two threads is there, F and S. Are you clear? So in F we have a 10-second waiting period. Yes, we have a 1 second waiting period. Yes, having a 50 iterations and yes, having a 50 iterations and F having a 5 iterations. So consider it is our processor. I can say it is a processor. So consider it is a processor. When processor execute these two threads, when processor execute this thread, then we get output from first thread 1. But the thread first send the acknowledgement to the processor. Please give me a 10-second for a next iteration. Then processor again send the acknowledgement to the F thread. Please, in this 10-second I can execute the yes. So both threads are working concurrently. But consider both threads are working concurrently means when first thread executes first time, then second thread execute 10 times. Then again first thread execute in first time. Then again second thread execute 10 times. But consider here we want consider we want F thread. Consider we want F thread should be execute first continuously without disturbance of a S thread, even F thread having a waiting period. I don't understand. In this case, both threads are working concurrently. Why processor execute the first and second thread concurrently? Because in first thread having some waiting period and in second thread also having some waiting period. So this is the major reason processor execute the both threads concurrently. But now consider we want to be a F thread should be execute. I want to F thread should be executed continuously even F thread having a waiting period. So if you want to if you want to provide this type of implementation, we require to use the join method. If you want to provide this type of implementation, we require to use the join method. So consider here, if I am writing here, join method must having to manage the checked exception. So here I can write throws exception here. If I write here f1 dot join, f1 dot If I write here f1 dot join, what is the meaning of this? If I write here f1 dot join, the meaning is hold the yes thread execution whenever f thread not completed its execution, even he having waiting period. Even he having a waiting period. Are you understand or not? So consider if I write here, right, f, so we can see in previous output, first thread executed, then again executed the second, then again first, then again second. But if we use the join, then we can see the output. Second thread not disturbed to the second thread not executed, even first thread having a waiting. Why here? Why it is possible? Because we write here join. So join cannot write join, join hold the thread execution here. Join say to the processor, please do not start any another thread whenever working thread is not completed. Are you clear or not? Means in short we can say join method send command to the processor, please wait, right, please do not start any another thread whenever working thread is not completed from a RAM. Even working thread having a waiting period, that is a very more important point. This is a major goal of a join here. Are you understand or not? Yes. So then we can see the second thread will started here. Second thread not working concurrently in the first thread. Why? Because we use the join method with the first thread. I understand. It is a major goal of a first thread here. Sorry, join method here. So now we want to discuss the another method isAlive. What is the meaning of isAlive method? We can say isAlive method is used for, right, to check whether thread is in working or not. Are you clear? If your thread is in working, then isAlive return the true value, otherwise return the false value. Okay. Means consider here, if I write from thread plus, right, if I write here plus again slash t plus isAlive, right, we can also call the isAlive after join system dot out dot println. Now status of first thread plus of f1 dot isAlive. File save. You can see here. I want to execute this thread. We can see the first thread 1 true. Why? Because we can say here we execute the isAlive method. From first thread I1 isAlive. If your thread is in working, then definitely this method return the true value. So here we can say the first thread 1 true, then first thread 2 true. Means now your first thread is in working now. So this is the major reason this method return the true value. Now we can see the status of a thread first is false. Why? Because first thread is terminated here. After 5, first thread is terminated. So this is the major reason is the alive method return the false to us. Then now your second thread will be started here. Okay. Next we have a stop method. What is the use of a stop method? We can say stop method is used for to halt the thread execution. Now consider we want to be stop the execution of a f thread after 3 iterations. Consider we want to stop the execution of a f thread after 3 iterations. Okay. So consider if I write here if in first thread if I equal of a 3, then definitely I can write stop. File save. From first thread 1. We can see here your logic will be executed. When I is a 3 in first thread, then definitely your thread will be killed. We can see from first thread 2. Yes. Right, thread first not executed fourth iteration. Why? Because we write a logic when I is a 3, then definitely first thread will be stop. Means we kill the first thread after the third iteration. It is a major use of a stop method. Are you clear? So now in this video we will study the three methods. Join, is live and stop. What is the exact use of a join? I can revise the all content. We can say join method is used for to hold the another thread execution, right, whenever working thread is not completed. And in short we can say join method provides the command to the processor, please do not start the any another thread whenever working thread is not completed, even working thread having a waiting period. We will see that, right? Next, what is the use of isAlive? We can say isAlive method return the true value when your thread is in execution phase, otherwise return the false. And stop method specially used for to halt the execution of a thread. Right? This is the major use of a join, isAlive and stop. In next video, we will see the what is the synchronization and asynchronization in thread. What are the benefit of a synchronization? What are the benefit of asynchronization? These are the some things we want to discuss in next video, as well as we will try to discuss the deadlock concept in next video. Okay, thank you.